What's good, everybody? Yuki finding for you, and I am fucking tired as hell right now. I had a 10-hour shift today, and I'm just fucking tired. But I want to get this out, even though a lot of other YouTubers probably had this out already. But I wasn't on Facebook. Like I said, I wasn't on my computer all day. I worked from 7 to 5. Like, oh my god, my feet are killing me. But I want to go and get this out to you guys either today or tomorrow. Depends if I feel like uploading today. I might upload 1 or 2 videos today, but this will definitely be uploaded, of course. But of course, you know, some V jump links have been shown, and a lot of interesting things have been popping up for shadolls, satellaknight, even a rescue rat, which I've read pretty much all. I've pretty much read all the, just pretty much the ones I've really. So some of them I already read, and others will be, you know, like holy shit, what the hell type of reactions. So anyway, let's get started with shadow, and I called it. It requires a shadow monster plus a fire monster. So I called it the fact that shadolls were going to be heroes 2.0 and basically say, hey, shadow monster plus an attribute. And I feel like they're eventually going to have like a shadow on plus shadow cyber fusion as well. Kind of like heroes, maybe a couple other fusions. But yeah, I called this coming. It has 2450 attack, 1950 defense. And I'm not 100% sure on what this is mimicking. I know they copy the dual terminal cards, but it's not really a big picture, so I'm guessing it's sort of connected to maybe Gemini Prism. That's just my guess. And someone's driving on the driveway. So it requires, like I said, a shadow monster plus a fire monster. So probably is going to eventually become a very good card on the deck. I say eventually because they still need more fusions, in my opinion, for it to really become effective. But of course, if you're running the Fire King stuff like that, Fire Monsters, and it's a really good card to deck in. But it must first be fusion summoned. You can only use the first effect of shadow, Gristal, once per turn. When your opponent special summons a monster, negate that summon, and if you do, destroy it. Then send one shadow card from your hand to the graveyard. So it's pretty much taking on crack the fact that it doesn't tribute itself. It can just negate a special summon and you get a shadow effect. Now, the thing is, I believe this will only negate inherent summons. So if you use, like, maybe against heroes, Miracle Fusion, or some other form, Call the Haunted, or if you're an OCG, playing OCG, Monster Reborn, stuff like that, it shouldn't negate that because I feel it's kind of like taking only inherent summons. But of course, time would tell. And of course, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one shadow spell trap card in your graveyard and add to your hand. Pretty much, it's just a counter to 101. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, hi, counter your 101, suck a dick. Next up, we have Oracle of the Herald. I've read the Herald, and Herald players, you can suck a dick. I'm sorry. Ritual spell card can be used to ritual summon Ultimate Declarer. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels add up to 12 or more. Yeah, it's the first time I actually read this effect, but the fact that it's pretty much, I guess super poly for the deck, it's pretty nutty, and it's in ritual form, it's really crazy. Like I said, I've read the ritual monster, and it's pretty fucking stupid. It really is. Can we ban event ritual art now? Just ban it. Don't have it in the game. It's really stupid. And people want anything at 3. They're not gonna do anything. Now it's gonna do something. It's pretty fucking stupid in my opinion. And I believe this will go good. And I remember someone telling me that Ritual Raven will go good with this, so that might get hit eventually. Now we have Herald of Rainbow Light. Requires a 2 plus 1 or 9 tuner monsters, level 4, 600 attack, 1,000 defense. When a monster is sent from either player's hand or deck to the graveyard, banish instead of sending it to the graveyard. When an effect monster effect or a spell or trap card is activated, you can tribute this card, negate that activation, and if you do, destroy it. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one ritual monster or a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. Pretty good effect. Pretty good effect. It's a really good effect. You definitely see this used in Heralds in some way. So it's really, really nice effect for Heralds. And it's, you know, pretty good. Now for brokenness, Herald of Glorious Light or the Ultimate Herald. This is where I say fuck you. This is stupid. Level 12 Light Fairy type Ritual Monster. Yay. 12,000 attack, 3,000 defense. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. It's a level 12. cannot be special summoned except by ritual summoning this card with Oracle of Herald. So, oh wait, so it can't be ritual summoned, so advanced ritual won't work on it. Perfect, awesome, that makes it a little more balanced, but not really. You can summon fairy type monsters from your hand to the graveyard. Activate one of the following effects. When the opponent activates an effect, negate its activation. If you do, destroy it. When the opponent would special summon a monster, negate that special summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. Stupid as an effect. It's stupid, but at least defense ritual can't really be used with it, so I take back the part of banning it. But Ritual Raven is going to need a hit if this takes off. Now for the hero part, which kind of makes me scared of heroes a little bit more now. Masked Hero Dark Law. It's a level 6 Dark Warrior type with 2400 attack, 1800 defense. Must be special summoned by Mass Change and cannot be summoned by other ways. Cards sent to your opponent's graveyard are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. Very good counter for things like Bujin, Fire Kings, anything that falls from the graveyard. Pretty much the entire game itself. It's kind of controls over. Once per turn, when your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand outside of draw phase, you can randomly banish one card from your opponent's hand. Yeah, just think of Trap does shoot, but... Or no, Mind Crush, but without really looking into the hand. It's kind of stupid in my opinion. It's a really powerful card. And the fact that Heroes of Super Poly, can you really utilize Super Poly? OVN is not really the biggest answer to the deck. So this is really, really powerful, especially against Evil Swarms, which is one of the deck's harder matchups. Now we have Mass Change Second, which I have yet to read. You can only activate one Mass Change Second per turn. Discard one card, then target one face-up monster you control. Send a monster to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon from your extra deck one Masked Hero monster with the same attribute, but a higher level than the sent monster. This counts as a special summon by Mass Change, so you now have more Mass Changes. That's pretty freaking cool. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, we also have something for, I don't know what the hell that is. Is that Mass Change? That's not Mass Change. It says, oh, Mask Charge. So it's Mask Charge, and we have Masked Hero Kamikaze. So I can kind of guess what's going with that, but of course not going to be called that since that is basically suicide. That's basically what it is. Masked Hero Suicide. Now, from what Kamikaze is, it's basically what the Japanese pretty much called it when they pretty much crashed their planes into U.S. battleships and other countries' battleships, and they yelled kamikaze, basically saying suicide and kill themselves. So yeah, I can kind of guess where this is going with this guy. Next up, we have Yazi Wickedness of the Yang Zing. So I'm guessing we're calling Yang Zings now. So we've had Dragon Stars, Cosmic Dragons, and Yang Zings. Are we gonna have like a fourth new name for these guys? It's like following Dragon Rulers and how many freaking names they've had. Anyways, level 7 Dark Worm type monster with 2600 attack, 2100 defense. Requires one tuner but one or more non-tuner, so it's generic. You can only use the second and third effects of Yazi once per turn. First effect is this card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. That's pretty freaking awesome. You can target one Yang Zing monster you control and one card your opponent controls to destroy those targets. So it's pretty much Scrap Dragon, except you're going to get a lot of pluses off it because your monster's replaced, theirs isn't. When this card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one worm-type monster from your deck and face-up defense position. Which the level 8, I remember correctly, does not have that effect, so this is even better than the level 8. But you still want to play the level 8 because it's freaking tiramisu on crack, in my opinion. So this is actually a really, really good card, and I like how it's generic, but it's like, really the only best part about the generic part is, hi, can't be targeted by card effects. That's the only good part about that. But being 2600 is not too bad, so it is dark, so that, you know, opens up BLS Place if you want to do that. Next up, we have Entertainment Cheer Mole. Have yet to read this. Its pendulum effect is pendulum monsters you control gain 300 attack. Monster effect. You can only use the monster effect of Entertainment Cheer Mole once per turn. You can target one face of a monster whose attack is different from its original attack. Apply one of the following effects based on the monster's attack. If its attack is higher than its original, it loses 1,000. If its attack is lower than its original, it gains 1,000. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, that's actually not too bad, but I don't believe it's a quick effect, because it doesn't say to any player's turn, so I'm not really 100% sure on the effect of this. Of course, I'm also tired, so may not fully get something. I do apologize in advance for that. So, Anyway, Dark Rebellion, XYZ Dragon, rank 4, Dark? I love it's like, maybe he's a Dark? Watch it be like freaking light. Like, it's a Dark freaking Rebellion Dragon. It's a light monster. We're Konami, we don't give a shit. Anyway, it requires 2 level 4 monsters with 2500 attack and 2000 defense. I've read this effect, and it's like auto staple in next decks. It's gonna be like fucking secret rare whenever it comes out in TCG. You can attach 2 materials from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, half that monster's attack, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to the amount of attack that monster lost. Think it's pretty much Elementary Gaia, but on crack, because Gaia doesn't keep the gain attack. This thing will keep it. This is auto staple for any extra deck, because it's generic. It's really not hard to bring out. Next up, Rescue Rat. Oh god, I've read this effect already, and I'm not really pleased. This card's gonna be stupid. It's like, what is with Konami and Rescue cards? You know it ends up being, you know it always ends badly, with people bitching, people complaining, wanting it banned. Stop with your Rescue cards and just call it a day, so you don't have to go through this again. Anyway, it's a scale of 5 and 5, 300 attack, 100 defense, pretty much the same as the others. Pendulum effect is you can only use the pendulum effect of a Rescue Rat once per duel, so at least it has that stipulation of once per duel, unlike Cat and Rabbit, which is like once per turn type of thing. Actually, no, Rescue Cat wasn't even once per turn. Like, Rescue Cat was, I don't fucking care to do it as many times as I want to. Rabbit was once per turn, this is once per duel. Maybe those are the interesting cards, because what can they do? Once per match now? Anyway, you can banish this card from your Pendulum Zone and add 2 face-up Pendulum monsters with the same name from your extra deck to your hand. Really good. Hi, Odd Eyes. Yeah, I'm so good. It's just so stupid. But again, at least it's once per duel, so you can't really spam fuck it during the entire duel. So that's good, at least in my opinion. So at least they kind of thought that through. Kind of took them long enough, in my opinion. During the turn this card was normal summoned, if you have a face-up level 5 or lower Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can tribute this card, select 1 level 5 or lower face-up Pendulum monster in your extra deck, and special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same name as that monster. The effects are negated and they are destroyed during the end phase. At least not level 7 or lower, or level 8 or lower, because that will make Odd Eyes even more powerful, so I'm glad they sort of did that. But remember correctly, there are some level 5 Pendulum monsters that are pretty good. I haven't really read their effects yet, but I do know there are some. Next up, I have Entertainment Trampolinix. I don't know. I guess I pronounced that right. It's a scale of 4 and 4, 300 attack and defense. The pendulum effect is you can only use the pendulum effect of Entertainment Trampolinix once per turn. When you pendulum summon, you can target 1 card in a pendulum zone, return it to the hand. Very nice counter for other pendulum decks, gotta admit. Monster effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 card in a pendulum zone and return that target to the hand. Not a bad little counter, I guess, so it's not too bad. Now I have Entertainment High Tiger, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's a level 4 Earth Beast with 1700 attack, 500 defense. You can only use the effect of this card, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, once per turn. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can add 1 entertainment monster from your deck to your hand. Really, really good, considering a lot of the entertainment monsters, some of them are actually pendulum monsters, so I guess it's a pretty nice Sangan for entertainment decks. So, could this deck become a thing? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we have Entertainment Jin Rhino. Pretty cool. Level 3 Light Rock, 200 attack, 1800 defense. Your opponent cannot target other entertainment monsters as an attack target. If this card is in your graveyard and an entertainment monster you control, except for Jin Rhino, will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. And it's not once per turn either, so it's pretty much a Nakagara for entertainment monsters. So, yeah, the deck is getting a lot of pretty nice support in my opinion, so I'm guessing this archetype could become a thing. Possibly, I don't know. Now we have a level 5, DD Proud Chevalier. Level 5 Dark Fiend, scale of 6 and 6. Attack is 2000, defense is 700. Once per turn, for the pendulum effect, once per turn you can pay 800 life points, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. That monster loses 500 attack. If you do not control a DD monster in your other pendulum zone, this card's pendulum scale becomes 5. Not that big of a difference in my opinion, but okay. Really good card, and of course this does not count as part of the old DD thing. So, yeah. Next up, DD Proud Ogre. Level 6 Pendulum skills of 8. Haha. But, yeah, you're not really going to be using these two together because it's like, yeah, I don't want only 7 monsters between 6 and 8. Just sorry. Anyway, attack is 2300, defense 1500. Pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points. Then target one DD monster you control. It gains 500 attack if you do not control a DD card in your other pendulum zone. This card's pendulum skill becomes 5. Monster effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon from your extra deck one face-up dark pendulum monster. Its effects are negated, and for the rest of this turn, after you activate this effect, you cannot special summon monsters except for DD monsters. Pretty nice, and I believe the Odd Eyes is a dark monster as well. I could be wrong, so very nice for that. Next up, DDT, Caesar the Conquering King. Level 7 Dark Fiend, 2800 attack, 2100 defense. When this card is pendulum summoned, negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls until the end of the turn. Wow. Once during the main phase 1, you can turn this card. If this card was pendulum summoned, you can target up to 2 cards in your spell and trap card zones. Destroy them. During this turn, this card can make 1 additional attack for each card destroyed during each battle phase. Not a bad effect, but you're going to end up destroying your own backer, so I don't really see a good point in doing that, so yeah. We also have Elemental Hero Core, which no effect on that, because it's a level 9 Earth monster. Got some pictures here, and we're at the home stretch here. We got 2 more cards. Stellar Knight Trivial. Rank 4 Light Warrior, 2100 attack, 2500 defense, 3 level 4 monsters. During the turn this card is special summoned, you cannot special summon monsters except for Stellar Knight monsters. When this card is Exceed summoned, return all the cards in the field to the hand. Just like, bye! No, I'm not being destroyed today. It's kind of stupid, I know. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card. Send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. It's like, I'm just going to send that to the graveyard. Yeah, you're not gonna. Oh, that's a dark hole. That's a cute dark hole. I bet you. Oh, you're pissed. I bet you wish you had that dark hole now. That's so cute. It's kind of stupid. My opinion. If this card with Exceed materials is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Stellar Knight monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So it'll get around things like warning and stuff like that, because it doesn't say it has to be on field. So that's pretty crazy. The artwork's really nice too. And El Shadow Fusion, quick play spell card. You can only activate 1 El Shadow Fusion per turn. Fusion summon 1 Shadow Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your side of the field as fusion materials. So that you have a quick play fusion card. It's not that bad of a card, but I think in the future, it's good right now, but in the future, Super Poly is going to be, in my opinion, the superior card of choice. But right now, they still need more fusions for Super Poly to really be effective, in my opinion. So, anyway, that's all I really got. That's all there is. So anyway, what are your thoughts on these cards in the comment section below? I think a lot of them are pretty stupid good. And in my opinion, sort of pretty busted in my, overpowered in my opinion. Especially the new Herald card. That's really, really crazy. But what are your thoughts on this? And and also like, which of these archetypes, new support cards are you the most excited for? Me is the shadolls, because I like shadolls. They're fun. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for fusion decks at times. I really am. So anyway, give me your thoughts on this in the comment section below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!